So in my head now, because I did craze, I did mad girls, I say, you know what, I'm going to show these people waka. You cannot take my money and then you think that you're just going to get away with it. He could see that I need the job. He could see like I'm desperate, right? Because I'm stupid, I still take it. You know, I'm stupid. I should have seen that you cannot pay for a job. You know, if they tell you to pay for a job, guys, it's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Hi guys, how are you doing? It's your girl Cynthia M on Hannah, back with you guys with another video. Woo-hoo. Yeah, that sucked. Anyway, so today I've got a story time for you guys, and the story time is about when I was in desperate need for a job and I got scammed by a recruitment company. So yeah, before anything, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, you know, and after this video go check out all my other videos, and then, you know, also like, comment also on that. And yeah, let's roll the intro and then get into the video. Okay guys, yeah, I'm shooting pretty late. I don't usually shoot at this time, and you know, the straight back, I feel kind of like bold-ish on camera because, you know, I like the big things, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm gonna be having some wine, like on the way. Okay, it tastes good. It tastes good. Anyway, okay, before, also don't go follow me on Instagram at cynthia_m01, and then let's get into the story. Okay, so this story time happened when I was 19 in 2019. Right, 2000 baby, what do you do? What's up? Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna give you guys a backstory and then get into the story, right? So in 2018, I did my first year. I was doing BBA logistics and supply chain management, right? And during the year, my dad fell sick. This is in 2018. So my dad fell sick, and then we couldn't afford to pay for my school fees, right? And when second semester came around, I was like owing a lot of money. And my parents couldn't like afford to, like, you know, pay for my school fees, because most of the money was like going to like my dad's like finding a way of how to, like, you know, cure my dad, or, you know, all that. Okay, cool. So 2018 ends, and I was owing a lot of school fees, right? And now I can't go back to school in 2019 because I was going to a private college, and in order for you to go back, you need to pay for 2018 and then register, you know, for 2019. So we didn't have the money to do that, and it was so bad that my parents couldn't even give me money to go start like and do like another course, you know. So gap year, gap year that I did not ask for, but I was like, you know what, God, if it is your will, you know, it's your will. And I was so depressed. Oh, one of the worst years of my life. So fine, it is what it is. 2019 now, and I have, you know, like, I need something to do, so I start looking for a job. Okay, fine, I'm applying, you know. I created my CV, then I started applying. So I applied on all these job websites. Indeed, what's another job website? Anyway, I was just applying any post I see, you know, like, because I didn't have a qualification, you need like matric or something like that. I applied because Mamela son, I need a job, I need something to do, I can't stay at home, otherwise this is pambana, and my parents don't even have money to, you know, so I can go out into Zinjalo. All the way. So girl broke, girl needs a job soon. Fine. So as I'm applying, I applied one day, I checked my emails and I got a reply, and they were like, hey, we'd like to congratulate you. You know, you get called in for an interview. They put the address, and the company was in Bram, right? The company was in Bram. I'm excited. I'm like, yay, I got an interview, you know. I'm super excited. So the email, right? The email is like, so I'd applied for like, what are those ladies, those ones in the airplane? Kitty hostess. Bonabao. Those chicks on the plane, those cute chicks that serve the people. Yeah, those chicks. So I applied to be part of that gang, you know. And then they're like, yo, so you got an interview, you gotta like come through for an interview. They give me the dates, you know, and everything. So I'm like excited. And then they were like, for the OR Tambo airport. Fine, your girl is excited. Me, I'm like, okay, thank you God. Let me go to what, to the interview, né? Fine. My mom zamas money for me, and I go to the interview. The company was on Mella Street in Bram. You know Bram? It was on Mella Street in Bram. Fine. When I get there, like, I got there in the morning. They were like 7 o'clock, so I was there early, and then I saw people like lined up outside. So I told the security guard, I got in, and I told the security guard, like, hey, I'm here for the interview. He's like, oh, for the interview, you can just wait in the line. So I'm like, dang, there's a lot of people here, so that it's like competition, you know when you just get that guabab, like, oh man. Fine. Okay, cool. Then I think the guys that were supposed to be interviewing us like got there, and we saw them go in, and then after like 10 minutes, the security guy is like, okay guys, you guys can now go in and go to, I forgot the floor, let's just say 7th floor. So we go up to 7th. When we get to 7th floor, this guy comes out of our office. He's like, okay guys, please just line up here, and then we'll give you guys forms to fill in. Fine. They give us forms to like fill in, right? So we're filling in the forms, and as we're filling in the forms, this guy like comes through, right? And this guy's like, yo, I need to talk to the guys in the office. So fine, he knocks, and then the guy from the office like comes out of office. Tall guy, he looks like he's in his late 30s. And so this guy's like, hey, I came here for an interview on this day, and you guys said you're gonna call me so I can come through for a test drive, you know. It's like I applied to that truck driver position, and this guy was like, hey, we're very sorry, we've been so busy, we're trying to fill so many positions, we will call you, just leave your number and I'll give it to who, and then they will call you, you know. Okay, fine. I think that was supposed to be the first red flag, but you know, it kind of like makes sense, you know. We fill in the forms. After filling the forms, some guy comes to and fetches the forms, right? And then as we're sitting there, so these ladies start talking about like these so these ladies are like, yo, they can see that this is a recruitment company and this is not like the actual company. Because even me, I was like, this is not Oral Tambo, you know, this is not Oral Tambo, like, but I should have thought like, because I was like 19, right? This is not Oral Tambo, but it is what it is. Maybe this is where they're conducting the interviews and what, and it's also a nice representable building in Bloemfontein. Fine, now my time to go for the interview comes, eh? So I get into the office. I say, one small corner, they call office, you know. But I haven't been in these type of settings, so I'm just like, okay. And when you just enter the door, of the office, there's a desk right there, and then there's also another desk when you're like looking. Hope you get me. Fine. And then so 2 people are interviewed at once. So then there are 2 guys in the office, one at the other desk and one at also at the other desk. So I get in and I sit down at this guy's like, I can sit down at the table that's like close to the door. I sit down and the other guy's interviewing the other lady. So this guy just like asks questions, like, you know, like interview questions, you know, tell me about yourself, why do you want this job, so I had like practice. It seems like I'm doing well in the interview. So I'm like, okay, you know, I start talking, and then this guy's like, okay, cool, my name is No, ke tla lebitso like mang. My name ke ntate moholo a sileng. Ya lebitso la tla ntate moholo a sileng. It's like my name ke ntate moholo a sileng, and this is what recruitment company. This is what we do. We get you guys placements, and he tells me the whole thing about how you're gonna get training and all that. Then he's like to me, so what's gonna happen now, we're gonna send through your stuff to the workplace, and then we're gonna give you guys SMSs if you have made it to the next step, where we're gonna now do your checks and all that stuff. Okay, fine. I'm like, okay, thank you. What the interview ends, and I go home. Fine. The same day I got an SMS that, hey, I'd like to congratulate you that you've made it to the second step. I'm like, yes, baby, yes. And then so in the message, they're like to me, now there has to be like checks done, right? They need to do checks on your thinking, like if you've got a criminal record, your credit score, all that stuff. And then they like, if you've got your credit score, if you've got your like criminal report, you can bring it, but if you don't have, you need to pay 350. You need to pay 350 for them to do the checks. Okay, so now this is like red flag number one, because the office was the first red flag on the way. Secondly, is now they're asking me for money for checks. Guys, at any job, if they're asking you for money for checks, just know it's a scam. Run, Simba, and never return. Hear me? Are you hearing me? Okay, fine. So I'm like excited, and I tell my mom like, yo, I need 350. They have to do checks for me, what I needed. I went back to Bram. I went to go pay the 350. Then like, okay, cool, this is not a guarantee that you got the job, but then if you got the job, we'll then let you know. Sana, when I got home, I got an SMS that congratulations, you've got the position. Yo Karamamela, ancestor game on a honor. The ancestors are doing the most. Yeah, don't way. So I'm like happy. I'm like, maybe this gap year was worth it, and God has a plan. Yeah, bo? Yo, this wine is making me drunk. Ooh. Anyway, as I'm like, okay, fine. Oh, this phone. It's not even mine. I'll just continue. So I'm like, fine. And then in the same SMS, they're like, so what they do, they don't take a certain amount of your salary, but you have to pay them upfront. You have to pay them, I think, like 500 rand for their help you. Fine. Now I'm happy. I go there, I pay the 500 rand, and then they're like to me, I need to go take photos, like photos that they're gonna put on my what's this, like my card, yeah, some man, like my access card or something like that. I go, son, yo, scammers. I go game now. I find a place there in Bram. I take cute ass pictures. Like the pictures are literally the cutest like ID pictures I've taken till today. Like they're so cute. I love those pics. Anyway, I take them there. I'm happy and all that. I submit my copy of ID and all that. How 1 week passes, dololo. 2 weeks passes, dololo. So in my head now, I'm like, what just happened? Did I get scammed? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to those offices. Mind you, we don't have money. Like for me to go to the offices, like my mom has to gazata. Like there has to be, like pulled, like strings, like heavy strings, my nigga, being pulled. I go to the office. Okay, I get them. I'm like, hey, Can you take him at the den? You know, I'm like, yo, I'm looking for that man. And they're like, oh, Tata Siling is not in the office. He came late. They gone now. I'm like, what you mean? You know, because I went to the office like at the floor. They're like, no, they gone now. You should come back tomorrow. Fine. I come back the following day. That I find Tata Siling there. Tata Siling is like, yo, oh, I'm sorry. He gives me the same story he gave that guy. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. We'll text you. Wada. How? Just give me 5 days. After 5 days, nothing. I go back there. Then Tata Siling is like, we've been so busy. But, you know what? Don't worry. If you're in a hurry like that, I can, you know, you can start working at a call center in the meanwhile. Call center. Go. But because I'm desperate, I'm 19, you know, like, things are not yet connecting to me, and I don't want to accept that I've been defrauded. I'm like, okay, fine. Just send you like, okay, fine. You can go to this. They give me the address of the place that I'll start working as a call center agent, and you tell, when you get there, tell them that that Siling sent you there, and you will start working. So, you know what, I'm not that happy, but I'm like, ish, okay, at least it's for until that time. Because I was like annoying them, you know. Fine, I go to this, the place is in Randburg, guys. I took my mining, I kibela my takes, I ran back. Run back. And this call center, people know it. I'm just not gonna name names because, you know, I don't want to get sued. I get to the call center, I'm like telling them, hey, I'm here for an interview, wada. I was sent by Tata Siling. How? They're like to me, oh, we're not doing interviews, but you can leave your CV there and then go holler at you, you know. Fine. I'm trying to call this man, telling him like, these people are saying they're not doing interviews and they're not taking people. He's not answering his phone because he gave me a number to call. He's not answering his phone. I asked the people, do you guys know this man, Tata Siling? They're like, no, unfortunately we do not. Hey, my money that I spent to come here to this Randburg is gone. So fine, I go home heartbroken and on the way. So in my head now, because I did craze, I did mad girls, so I say, you know what, I'm going to show these people waka. You cannot take my money and then you think that you're just going to get away with it. I went there Monday morning. I went there with flames. You know when I say I went there with flames, I went there with flames, guys. I'm like, hey, how you guys said that you'd give me a job, The way, the calmness of this man, the way he was so calm. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry, my phone was off. He's like, oh, the reason why they said they don't know him is because the receptionist is like new there, so they don't know their partnership, you know. And I think because this man saw my age, and I think maybe also saw how like I so persistent, he could see that I need the job. He could see like I'm desperate, right? And then he's like to me, listen, don't worry, I will make a plan. I'll send you to another call center. Because I'm stupid, I still take it. You know, I'm stupid. I should have seen that you cannot pay for a job. You know, if they tell you to pay for a job, guys, it's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. That's the advice I can give you. Okay? And even if the interview is in Johannesburg CBD, I'm sorry. You must be very woke. You must not just take it because the scams that are there. Okay, fine. So I'm like, okay, cool. He's like to me, don't worry, I'll send you the address of the place. And then he's like, so she's like, yeah, I'll send you a place, but then here you're gonna be like a sales agent, so I'll have to like get sales. So I'm like, I'm not good at sales. Like, guys, I'm not good at sales. I've once gotten a sales job, and you know what, I'll do a story time on that also. So I'm not good at sales. I don't like, that is like, even like when I paid you guys, like in terms of like, I was like, I got the job at the airport. That's why I paid you guys, you know, because you guys said that you guys did not take an amount from where? From the salary. So what's this now? Which wala be this one? Which waka? Then he's like to me, okay, you know what? Just come back. I'll make a plan for you. So ngoku manje ndiyamdika ndiyamfowunela on the way. And I can see, man, I was coming to a realization, you know what, that maybe I've been scammed, but at the same time, you guys, I don't know what's going on in my brain at that time. Fine, okay. This guy's like, what's this? He's like to me, okay, I can come through this other day. So when I come through there, he's like to me, now there's this other guy, like, he said that was his son. So Tata Sileng is like to me, hey, how about you come work with me? So I'm like, come work with you where? He's like, here at the office, Let me tell you something, guys. When he said that, I was like relieved because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a job. When I said there was some type of naive, stupid, I don't know what it was. I don't know how to put it, nah? He's like, Mamela, you can come work here with me at the office and I will pay you this amount monthly. And I was like, yo, thank God. It was not a lot of money, but it was like, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to pay this amount of money, for you to work here with me at the office, So you're just going to do admin. You're going to, file the CVs, da-da-da. So me, I'm happy. I'm like, yo, thank you, Tito. Thank you. It was not a scam. Like, okay, they scammed me out of the job that I wanted because I didn't get the job that I wanted. The job that they promised me, I did not see it. So I never smelt it with my eye. I never smelt it with my nose. I never smelt it with my eye. Yes, I never smelt it with my nose. And he's like, yeah, you're gonna be here, you're gonna do admin, what else, how much you're gonna pay you. I was like, okay, sounds interesting, sounds like something I can do, sounds like, paycheck, sounds like, money. So I'm like, okay, cool. Mamela game. Guys, I start working there. Okay, fine, I start working there. I'm doing admin, wada with Data Sileng. Data Sileng, truly speaking, was treating me proper. Like, was treating me not like he was like a good boss in a way. And then as I started working there, then Data Sileng now says that he now owns a call center in Auckland Park. Fine, so what's gonna happen now? I'm gonna work at this office in Bram from like 8 to 10 or 11, and then from there I'm gonna move there and go to Auckland Park. Fine. Can't me, I don't know that now I'm being also involved in the scam. Guys, hey, I don't know, even me now, I'm busy. I'm entering the scam, so I'm there now. Okay, fine. I start working, right? I come there in the morning, so I'm like happy that, oh my god, I got a job. So I see people coming to the office, regularly, and then people now were literally coming to fight this guy saying I paid, and this guy would be so nonchalant. It's like, let me start call center you. And I think some people go to the call center, start working there, and then because they can't do that sales thing, they would like quit. He would promise them like engineering jobs, and then at the end of the day, you take them to the call center. Can you imagine? And now he had his own call center. So even at the call center, I was like putting in like the sales, when they are the sales thing. How I'm putting in the sales thing, guys. Fine. We're working. Kanti, this guy, he doesn't even have a license to debit people's accounts, right? So he was using another company's license. Like the debits were going off through another company, like one of his Indian friends that I once saw that he went to a meeting with me with, né? And now the thing about that, né? It was also that, like, guys, these people promise people, like, on the phone, you'd be selling people insurance cover, and then the debit will be being taken by that Indian company. They were taking the debit, and the insurance company does not exist. Like, the level of scaminology. Okay, fine. people, okay, fine, we work, I'm putting in the sales, whatever. End of the month, sana, baby, end of the month, imala again. People working at the call center, no money enter, nothing, no money enter, no salary. Trust, there was this guy I was working with that was like the team leader of the call center. Such a nice guy. Call him Svi. So there was a team like telling, pushing the sales and wada. Guys, when I say that, like those people pushed, they got sales. I think they were getting paid per commission. They got sales. To a low salary. Now what happens? This Ndata Siling disappears. This Ndata Siling what disappear? End of the month, it's me and Sviso left of the office. So who are the people that are like constantly engaging with data sling? It's me and Sviso. So people are like, yo, where our salaries at? They're looking for the salaries to me and Sviso, and I'm just like a 19-year-old. I'm like, I also didn't get paid, baby. I also didn't get paid. Dololo and Batalong again. Even Sviso did not get paid. Guys, when I say that man like was like he will pay the people, they must just chill, what we must do, people must stay at home, they're having a problem with doing debits. Fine. So me and Sviso asking Data Stealing, okay, what's gonna happen to us? He's like, no, don't worry guys, just come through to the office in Bram. You guys will just do the admin for the sales of the call center so that we can submit them and do the debits. So we continue working, guys. Mind you, we did not get paid. Yo. Mind you, we did not get paid. We continue getting and working. Now we're going to Bram now. To show you that how messed up this, we're not even working at the office in the Bram. We're working at an internet cafe. Yo. So as we're working at the internet cafe, then one day we come, this man is gone. He is gone. We asked the security guys. They're like, no, that man, they were not paying rent, so they got kicked out. Their office is locked. The office is what? The office there. They're like, yeah, the office is locked. Me and Sviso. Guys, he disappeared on us. Gone. I even thought like maybe they're working with the security guards, and I went there with my dad. My dad was sick, but he was like getting better. I went there with my dad, and my dad was a cop, And let me tell you, throughout all this thing, I'm not telling my dad about all these things. I'm not telling my dad, because I think if I was telling him, because I was telling my mom, if I was telling him, he would have told me like, yo, this is a scam, baby, So now I'm telling my dad, and my dad is like, you're very stupid. That's why I say you must not listen to your mother. Yeah. Then fine. My dad goes there with me and like demands to see the office. We get into the office. Guys, there's nothing. Even the desks are gone. Oh, it's yam. Yo, bruh. That's how they disappeared my salary money. Gone. Disappear. Vanish. Disappeared with my works, with my month of work and the money I paid them to get the job. Gone. I think even like this man hasn't that done as little. Go over it abona ewa papa. Kitla mulukisa boso. I'll make her even. I'll scam her extra. I'll scam her even more. Yeah. 19. My stupidity. But anyway, this is where I'm gonna end the video. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. This is a part 1. I will do a part 2 because the story does not end here. Does not end here. Because the man did get arrested. But I'll do part 2 because I don't want this video to be too long. So yeah, if you want a part 2, please comment down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if it's your first time here, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and please watch my other videos. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy them. Thank you so much for coming through, for even clicking on this video. It means a lot. We love the growth. Let's get 600 subscribers, baby. You know, share this video so that people can know these scammers are, they're there, they're doing their job, you know. So yeah, guys, red flags number 1: if the company is in Johannesburg CBD, it's a scam, and it's a recruitment company, it's a scam. Okay, thank you very much. If they tell you to take out any money, it's a scam. Even if it's for checks, it's a scam. Don't do it. I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, other than that, thank you so much, guys. I love you. So bye for me for now.